Control your emotion, because emotions are powerful forces that can either build your life or slowly destroy it. Every person in this world feels anger, sadness, frustration, fear, excitement, and hope, but the real difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is not talent, luck, or background, it is emotional control. Many people react quickly when something goes wrong. They get angry, they speak without thinking, and later they regret their actions. But a wise person understands that emotions are temporary waves, and if you learn to ride those waves instead of drowning in them, your life will begin to change. Imagine waking up every morning with a calm mind, knowing that no matter what happens today, you will not allow your emotions to control your decisions. Life is full of challenges. Someone may criticize you, someone may disappoint you, and sometimes things will not go according to your plan. In those moments, your emotions will try to take over. Anger will tell you to shout. Fear will tell you to quit. Sadness will tell you that you are not strong enough. But controlling your emotions means listening carefully and then choosing the right response instead of reacting blindly. Emotional control begins with awareness. You must first recognize what you are feeling. Many people do not even realize when their emotions are taking control. They become frustrated, and suddenly they are speaking harsh words, making bad decisions, or giving up on their goals. But if you train yourself to pause for a moment and observe your feelings, you will notice that emotions rise and fall like clouds passing through the sky. When anger comes, you do not have to follow it. When fear appears, you do not have to obey it. Instead, you can take a deep breath, calm your mind, and remind yourself that you are stronger than your temporary emotions. Think about the most successful and respected people in the world. They are not people who never feel emotions. They feel everything deeply, but they have learned how to stay calm under pressure. When problems appear, they think clearly. When others panic, they stay focused. When they face failure, they do not let frustration destroy their confidence. This ability is not something people are born with, it is a skill that anyone can develop with practice. The first step is learning to slow down your reactions. When something triggers your emotions, pause for a few seconds. Those few seconds can save relationships, opportunities, and even your future. During that pause, breathe slowly and ask yourself a simple question: what is the best response in this situation? Not the fastest response, not the most emotional response, but the best response. Over time, this habit will transform your personality. Another important part of controlling your emotions is understanding that not everything deserves your reaction. Many situations in life are simply distractions. People may say negative things about you, or situations may not go your way, but reacting emotionally to everything will only drain your energy. Strong people choose carefully where to invest their emotional energy. They focus on growth, improvement, and progress instead of wasting time on anger and arguments. When you control your emotions, you also gain control over your future. Think about how many mistakes in life happen because of uncontrolled emotions. People quit too early because of frustration. They damage relationships because of anger. They lose opportunities because of fear. But imagine a life where you remain calm and focused even during difficult times. In that life, your decisions become wiser, your relationships become stronger, and your path becomes clearer. Emotional control also means understanding that feelings are messages, not commands. If you feel angry, it might be telling you that something is unfair. If you feel fear, it might be warning you about risk. But you should listen to these messages without allowing them to dominate your actions. A calm mind can evaluate situations better than an emotional mind. This is why people who master their emotions often become leaders. They inspire trust, stability, and confidence in others. Another powerful way to control your emotions is by changing your perspective. Sometimes we suffer not because of what happens, but because of how we interpret what happens. A failure can be seen as the end of your journey, or it can be seen as a lesson that prepares you for success. A criticism can feel like an attack, or it can become an opportunity to improve yourself. When you change your perspective, your emotions also change. This is why mindset is extremely important. If you train your mind to focus on growth, patience, and learning, your emotions will gradually become more balanced. One of the biggest challenges people face today is the fast pace of life. Everything happens quickly: messages, reactions, decisions, and expectations. In such a world, emotional control becomes even more valuable. Instead of reacting instantly, calm people step back and think. Instead of spreading negativity, they spread stability and clarity. This calmness is not weakness, it is strength. It takes real strength to stay composed when others are losing control. Another key to emotional control is discipline. Discipline is the ability to guide yourself even when you do not feel like it. Sometimes you will feel tired, frustrated, or unmotivated, but discipline reminds you of your bigger goals. When you remember what truly matters, small emotional reactions lose their power. For example, if someone says something negative about you, you can either react emotionally and waste your time, or you can stay focused on your long-term success. Over time, people who control their emotions gain respect and trust from others. People feel safe around calm individuals because they know that these people will not react unpredictably or emotionally in every situation. Emotional control also improves your mental health. When you allow anger, stress, and frustration to control your life, your mind becomes exhausted. But when you learn to calm your thoughts, breathe deeply, and manage your reactions, your inner peace begins to grow. Life becomes lighter, clearer, and more meaningful. Remember that controlling your emotions does not mean ignoring them. It means understanding them, learning from them, and guiding them in the right direction. It is like being the driver of a car. Your emotions are the engine, powerful and important, but if the engine runs without control, the car can crash. When you take the steering wheel of your emotions, you can drive your life toward success, peace, and happiness. There will always be moments when controlling your emotions feels difficult. There will be days when anger rises quickly or when sadness feels overwhelming. But those moments are opportunities to practice emotional strength. Each time you choose calmness instead of anger, patience instead of frustration, and understanding instead of reaction, you become a stronger person. Over time, this strength becomes part of your character. People will notice it in the way you speak, the way you handle challenges, and the way you make decisions. Emotional control also allows you to think more clearly about your goals and dreams. When emotions are unstable, focus becomes weak. But when your mind is calm, your vision becomes stronger. You start making decisions that move your life forward instead of holding you back. You begin to realize that many problems are temporary and that staying calm helps you solve them faster. In the end, controlling your emotions is one of the most powerful skills you can ever develop. It can improve your relationships, your career, your mental health, and your overall life journey. The moment you decide that your emotions will no longer control you is the moment your personal growth truly begins. Every day, practice awareness, patience, and calm thinking. When challenges come, remind yourself that you are in control. Your emotions may rise, but they do not have to rule your actions. You have the power to pause, think, and respond wisely. And when you master this ability, you will notice something incredible happening in your life. Problems will feel smaller, opportunities will become clearer, and your confidence will grow stronger than ever before. Because the truth is simple but powerful: when you control your emotions, you begin to control your life.